Hey guys, Willem from Blauberg Snake Rescue and Dave from Helderberg Reptile Relocation here. This is a puff adder that Dave removed from someone's house earlier today. We don't really get puff adders up in the Tableview, Parklands, Melkbos area. They tend to be found in kind of colonies, but here in Somerset West they do get a lot of these. So Dave called me when he got this one, and I thought we would make a video and just show you guys what puff adders look like. There we go. So that's probably a sub-adult, right?
Yeah, that's a sub-adult puff adder.
And this
Very
one is
short tail.
Yeah, it's got a very short tail, which usually means that it's a female.
Yep.
The males have longer tails because the sexual organs are in there. And if we can, we're going to try and tube this puff adder just now and show you guys how we check the gender. There are a couple of interesting things about puff adders. So, firstly, they're ambush hunters. Snakes like Cape cobras, for example, they're active hunters. They will go out and look for their prey. But puff adders, they find a spot and they remain in one spot until the prey comes past there, and then they catch it. And there was actually a very interesting study recently showing that puff adders can use their tongues as lures to attract frogs and mice and other prey items. Puff adders also, because they're ambush animals and they stay in one spot for a very long time, they've evolved to have no smell at all. So your dog, for example, wouldn't be able to find a puff adder in the bush unless the thing moved and the dog saw it. And then puff adders, whereas other snakes tend to move in a sidewinder motion from side to side, puff adders by default move in a straight caterpillar-like motion. We'll try and get them to move just now and see if we can show you that when we release them. But they tend to move in a straight line, and it looks kind of strange, especially when you have this idea of what snakes usually move like. But when they're rushed, they can move side to side like a normal snake, and they can actually move really fast. People think they're fat and lazy and slow, but they're not. They've got the fastest strike of any South African snake. Cool, so let's try and get this guy in the tube.
Yeah, let's see how that goes. And just on Willem's note, this guy was detected by dogs this morning in a park. So he had been moving around, and that's how the dogs spotted him. So the dogs alerted the owner to something suspicious in the park this morning. Right, Willem's going to try and get him into a tube quickly.
And you guys see that kink in the neck there? That's the posture a puff adder takes on when it's ready to strike. So I'm just going to try and get it into the tube here.
And you can actually see, if you have a look at how it's moving, it's got that caterpillar-like move at the moment. So it's moving around in circles.
There we go.
Alright, so it's into the tube. And there we go. This is now a safe way to handle any venomous snake.
So you see he can't turn around in there. This tube's maybe a little bit too big for this guy, but he can't turn around in there, and as long as I'm holding him like this, he's safe. So puff adders are one of the snakes that are very dangerous to neck as well, because they've got really long fangs. They can actually bite through their own jaw to get to you. So it's not really a snake you want to neck unless you really have to. Okay, so we're just going to probe this puff adder now and see what gender it is. We're guessing female because of the short tail, but this will tell us for sure. And so when the probe goes in, if you're able to put the probe in more than about 3 scales, that means it's a male, because then the probe's actually going down into the hemipene.
That's it, and we're not going much further than 1.
Oh, so that's definitely a female that we've got there.
Confirmed.
Oh, nice. It's seeing the heat off the
phone.
And so it's probably noticing the heat off of that black phone, and it saw the movement. There you go. And now it's striking at it. Oh, here's another interesting fact about them as well. They've got collapsible fangs. Because the fangs are so long, they actually fold up into the roof of their mouth like that. And when they strike, it comes out. Just going to put the tube down and stand back. It's going to make its way out slowly.
Tickle the tail.
Pull the tail a little bit. Come on, move, 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 move.
And off she goes.